going on, Jerome's beautiful Tuesday. Birds are chirping and stuff, and it's time for another Vikings news dump. So today, June 10th, Vikings start the first of 3 days of mandatory minicamp. Now they've had 100% participation in the first two stands of OTA, so no drama there. But expect the team to release slow motion, because that's really all it is. Like the Vikings social team is very, very good at these things, but also teams around the league is just like, hey, watch Kenny Pickett throw the slow motion completion to Jerry Jeudy. Everything looks cool in slow motion. All that stuff, right? But Vikings back at for some serious work then OTA 3 next week, and we're going to be good to go there. Story du jour yesterday was the Greasy Grandma Green Bay Packers releasing Jaire safety help Alexander, right? So had injury issues last couple of seasons, but when he's been on the field, he's been aight when he's not playing Jordan Addison and to a degree Justin Jefferson, right? And I know everyone and their mom talk about, well, the Vikings should sign him up because Brett Favre signed over here and Aaron Jones and other players too, blah, blah, blah. I've said this a bunch, like, I actually feel pretty good about the Vikings cornerback room. I really do. Yeah, Blackman, Nudie, Okudah. And they're like, oh, you have to replace Stephon Gilmore. Gilly wasn't very good last year. We got to say it. I know it's unpopular to say, but we got to say it, right? And the national media is lining up all the outlets that you expect. But also, Kay Adams, who expects the Vikings to go to the Super Bowl this year, just calling it, win the Super Bowl. I'm generally on Kay Adams' side, but I disagree. Go to the Vikings. They need a corner. We got a bunch. Stop sleeping on Ambry Thomas. Kay thinks Jaire Alexander should stay in the NFC North, and Minnesota makes the most sense. So the thing about it is, like, when someone you love is making poor choices, you have to show a lot of grace and latitude today. It's the right thing to do. That's all. But the thing about it is, too, is like the Packers secondary is very poopy. Not gonna lie. So Mike Clay, ESPN Eagles fan, by the way. Packers cornerbacks who played defensive snap last season. Kayshawn Nixon, more of a punt returner. Nate Hobbs, who they just signed from the Raiders. Carrington Valentine. The only draft investment was 7th-round pick Micah Robinson, though their safety depth needs helps the cause quite a bit with McKinney and whatnot. But it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. And you know that Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison are just like yum. It's going to be yum time. Absolutely. A cornerback that actually did sign with the Vikings, Isaiah Rodgers, the only Rodgers who signed with the Vikings this offseason. So they're doing up some promo videos. This is where, like, you had the Russ, Broncos country, let's ride, that whole thing. But Isaiah Rodgers looking good, man. And the whole thing about it is, too, is like obviously holding the Thor Nystrom's hammer. Whoa. It's not code. But Isaiah Rodgers on the right, where he's wearing the compression shirt, as well as he's got the double sleeves going on. I think that's a good. He looks like a player that I would create in Madden from back in the day. That'd be good, man. So Isaiah Rodgers looking fantastic. Also, Rodgers on the Twitter machine made a very salient point here. Hey, man, y'all stop waiting till y'all get on the plane to do number 2. First class costs too much to be suffering by this bathroom. I need a COVID mask again. And he's right, because if you've ever flown first class, because the bathroom is right up there near the the stand where they get the coffee, they get the drinks, they cook the food, and all that stuff. Plus, it's right near the pilot's cabin. So I don't know. I feel like there should be a moratorium. Like, if you're going to drop a deuce, you can use any bathroom on the plane, right? Because it's kind of rough when it's right up front. Plus, like you said, stop waiting to get on the plane and do number 2. So apparently this is very early in the flight. There's nothing better. And so people that you love, right? Your number one thing that you should want for them in life is to be able to take a deuce before you get on a plane. It's the number one thing. I frankly almost try and schedule like eating times around trying to vacate before you get on a plane, because there's nothing worse than entering a plane and then sitting there with one in the chamber. You know what I mean? Yeah. But He's right. Like, if you're getting on the plane, like, this is borderline domestic terrorism. You get in there and you were like at Pancheros, and then all of a sudden you just drop one right next to the pilot's cabin. Like, the pilot might have to have an emergency landing. Like, this is worse than a bird strike. This is a doo-doo strike. It's just ridiculous. And plus, like I said, it's all up in that galley area where the flight crews cooking the food in those steamer things. Everyone's getting coffee, and then they got your poop dander in there. Come on, man, it's ridiculous. Yeah. But also that's the danger of flying in the morning, because you get up early, you get to the airport early. Sometimes people, they're a little shy. Nah. Also, someone who probably hasn't dealt with any poop issues, because he flies an economy. JJ McCarthy is a man of the people, but JJ McCarthy fired up. Right, it's out there screaming. Scream if you're going to bring the Vikings multiple Super Bowl championships. Woo. Love to see that. Also, again, the Madden creative player. So he's got the compression shirt. He's got the long sleeve on the left. He's got the short sleeve on the right. And you're probably going to have his quarterback collar over his on his wrist on the left. He's got the sweatband on the right, so it was very recently, like maybe 5 years ago, I put together 2 and 2. So as a kid, I thought the players just wore sweatbands to look cool, especially just in the NBA. Michael Jordan wearing that sweatband on the left elbow only. Lots of kids did that. I did that, but it's very practical because it absorbs the sweat, and now I feel very stupid revealing that. Or like, the headband. Yeah, the headband was legit. Like 7th grade basketball, you just wanted to be the kid with the headband. But it's like, oh yeah, it keeps the sweat out of your eyes. It's not just for style. Who knew? But JJ McCarthy's looking really damn good. Also, this is unlimited aura. It is, even though he's got like the. So I know they're not crispy New Balances and they're Nikes, but he still kind of has that look of like, those are the dad's Saturday lawn mowing and barbecuing shoes, just all encompassing. But this is aura. This is leadership. This looks like Alexander the Great, ready to take his pop's army out of Macedonia. And yes, it is with the K, traditional pronunciation. And then go whip the Persians' ass. Just like, go get some. And he doesn't he kind of look like Alexander the Great, or at least artistic depictions of him? Why not? Why not, man? Also, what's his mom like? Is his mom a formidable person in her own right? Just like Alexander's mom, maybe. His mom probably killed Philip II, right? 100%. Anyways, also, never going to get sick of making this joke. So this is a twofer, actually. Rossini, so don't believe it. The Falcons expect Kirk Cousins to show up for Atlanta's mandatory minicamp today, sources say. Cousins did not attend the team's voluntary OTAs in late May, but was very present for workouts in April. Why would Kirk Cousins show up for work on a Tuesday? Tuesday's gone with the wind. Also, and from the unfortunate department, a Vikes fan page, former Vikings running back Cam Akers will be trying out with the Saints at minicamp this week, per Nick Underhill. Now, we've talked about how if things don't work out with Ty Chandler this year, they could just bring back Cam Akers. Why the hell not? Would be great as running back 3, but he could see himself having some more opportunity with the Saints at this point in time, but we will just trade for him for the 3rd year in a row, late round pick swap in like 2027. Why not? Because 2023 traded for him from the Rams. He left, signed with the Texans. 2024 traded for him again. He left, signed with the Saints. 2025 we trade for him again. That's what's going to happen. The trifecta, 3-peat, baby. And then lastly, a 3rd round pick Ty Felton, looking really good. Vikings on NFL Shop hat model. It's got all that going on. Although I feel like he's got that 1,000-yard stare going on. Like he's seen some stuff. He's seen some things and stuff and things. He wouldn't recommend it. But either way, that hat looks good. Kevin O'Connell, watch your back, man. Like Ty Felton's is making a run for a hat model. Right? Also, I've never been a fan of white hats because mainly, like, if you wear a hat for long enough, I mean, even if you don't sweat in it, like it's gonna get sort of grungy, But who knows? That's why I like black hats. That's why I like purple, because it doesn't show the sweat. Doesn't show the sweat as well as the tears when you hold a hat like this after the Vikings inevitably crush your dreams and crush your soul, take days off the end of your life. But also, why would you? Oh, that was about to get dark. It's all right. We don't need it. Anyways, Vikings OTAs mandatory minicamp starts today. You guys are the best. You know what to do. Skull production value.